got the knowledge, we got the avenues, and we're gonna open those up for these guys because it's gonna be a long summer.
Summertime is traditionally Chicago's bloodiest season, and a long-time rivalry between two major Latino gangs is already flaring up again. CIU investigators Adrian Sandoval and Drake Carpenter have a pair of street informants from one of those gangs, the Maniac Latin Disciples, ready to go to work for them.
It's good to have guys like me and him out here. There's gonna be a lot of shooting.
Besides acting as eyes and ears for law enforcement, these confidential sources have offered to set up a West Side drug ring in return for money. We're calling them Poncho and Lefty for their protection.
Who can get us to this block? You could?
Yeah, I know.
They're moving kilos?
Even though Black and Latino gangs occupy different territories in Chicago, sometimes they'll work together if there's a financial opportunity. Poncho and Lefty are giving up members of a black street gang that they do business with.
All of their opposition is all about money, especially on the west side. It doesn't matter what gang you're in.
Monticello and Huron. We got guys on the northwest corner and the southeast corner.
As a first step, the sheriff's police are sending an undercover officer with Poncho to buy heroin from the ringleader.
The target we got today doesn't serve a lot of people. He only serves a select clientele, and our informant is one of them.
Sandoval rides with one of 4 unmarked surveillance units while the deal goes down.
Where's he at now, Jay?
I'm being thrown to the guy right now. It's a good deal. You got a whole jet, you got 12. They're heading back to the meat spot.
When Greg, I introduced my friend to him, and he shook his hand. He gave me his number, told him call me whenever you need anything. You know what? You gotta have a good feeling when you're doing this. If you're nervous, paranoid, that's how things are gonna come out. If you relax, you know you're doing good.
With one successful buy under their belts, investigators plan to do many more with Poncho's help in order to build a conspiracy case. But they want to send out his partner Lefty next on an undercover buy before he gets any second thoughts.
Right now, there's only been one guy working. The other guy can still hold that against him. Obviously, you can't always get along with somebody. It's pretty risky, but we'll see.
Everything hinges on the relationship between the two informants. And within a matter of days, an unforeseen event will put that relationship to the test. "13 miles north of Chicago, another sheriff's police operation is in full swing in Evanston. The North Gang Unit is helping the local PD put away its own raft of usual suspects.
Did he have anything besides weed in the
He
car?
just had the weed. That was it. But it was all set. It was all bagged to
Yeah,
sell.
it was bagged up in nickels or dimes or whatever, so.
Sounds good.
And he said I sell kush.
That'll be a felony.
For investigator John Riggio, it's his 5th time in 6 years assisting his Evanston counterparts.
We know how they work and they know how we work. We can supply surveillance, we can supply undercovers that the bad guys haven't seen before. And that's why we're successful.
Riggio himself often goes undercover, playing a role to build trust with a variety of unsavory characters.
Hey T, what up girl? It's Junior. What's up? You gonna be around today?
One of his newest targets, an ecstasy dealer who sells pills named after candy.
I'm looking at those Skittles, so. Alright, let me know what the paper is on there too. Alright, cool. She asked me if I wanted a jar, which is 100, and I said no, half a jar. Anything over 15 we're good with, but I figure, the police buy 15 pills because that's all they need to buy. So we'll buy half a jar from her, and hopefully we can get a search warrant out of it also. Hey, I was gonna be up in the area in a little bit. I wanted to see if I could roll through. Kind of want to try to talk like they do. A lot of times when we debrief people that we arrest, just talking to them, you'll know, terminology that they like to use. Call me back. Hi.
You should probably count how many steps he's doing right now. He's probably on his 500 step.
Yeah, he paces. He'll wear out a piece of the grass up there.
Each time that Riggio and his fellow officers launch a new operation in Evanston, they face a shrewder, more calculating adversary.
We basically teach them how to do their job better, so we need to adapt to that as well.
You gotta think like them to a point. That's like after doing this so many years, I've had people tell me that I'm tarnished. My wife's a pharmaceutical rep. I go to like their parties or a dinner, I can't relate to these people. After doing this job so long, it's hard to relate to normal people.
And then she says, "You sure you're not the police?" I said, "No, I'm not the police. I wish I was. I'd have a real job then." And she's like, "All right, cool. You got the money?" I said, "Yeah." She counted it out. She's good. She reached inside of her bra. She pulled it out. She handed it to me. She said, "Oh, the better ones are the lighter ones. They're all good, but those ones are a little bit better. They got the specs in them."
Besides the ecstasy dealer that Riggio is pursuing, the Sheriff's Police and Evanston PD are lining up 20 other targets with the help of informants. They'll make multiple drug buys from each of them in order to build the strongest cases. Eventually, they'll arrest them all in a massive sweep.
That's why they call them Skittles. All the happy flavors, I guess.
37 miles to the south, in the suburb of Markham, members of the South Gang Unit face a more immediate mission at hand. Investigator Matt Jenna and his fellow officers are getting ready to execute their 4th search warrant in the past week. There's never a dull moment in their neck of the woods, with the greatest proliferation of street gangs anywhere in Cook County outside of the inner city.